Anyway, but the funniest thing about the MTV Latin Music Awards, some guy named Dave Navarro came up, and I thought it was going to be the guy from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the one that was with Carmen Electra. It wasn't. It was some dude I've never seen before. Apparently some of the fans are actually paid to get excited when they're out here in order to, I don't know, look good and get into the show for free, because none of the media stopped and wanted to say anything to him. When you did the tryouts way at the beginning, did you think you were going to get that far in your mind?
No. I actually was hoping I'd at least make it farther than Hollywood Week, but, I was lucky enough to actually make it farther than Hollywood Week, and yeah, I was pretty stoked.
Do you think Simon is a little too hard on people?
No, he's not. He knows what he's talking about. He's got it down. He's good, yeah.
Are you missing Paula Abdul as a judge?
We're all going to miss her. She'll be back, though. She's amazing. And, I'm really excited for Ellen that she's going to be a new judge on the show. Change is good, and it's going to have the same. It's going to be good.
Enjoy your character on Desperate Housewives. It seems to me that you are Eva Longoria when she was younger, and that's why she's so jealous of you.
I think when you get two personalities that are so similar, they can't help but kind of fight each other. They're both strong, independent women who like to get what they want, so.
Do you think you're ever going to get your inheritance eventually on the show?
Inheritance?
Yeah.
Like money-wise?
Yes, they're withholding money from you.
Oh, man, I don't know about that. We'll see what happens.
Now, when you were, how young were you when you wanted to do acting? What was the age that you really decided on?
I always loved acting as a child, like growing up, acting in plays and stuff. But I think when I was 13 or 14, I was living in Southern California and could actually pursue it, so that's probably the age.
Fuck with Fox Sports. What's happening?
Hey, what's your prediction on the Dodgers-Phillies series?
4 games to 2, LA Dodgers.
Angels-Yankees?
4 games to 2, Anaheim Angels.
How's the Lakers going to do this season, you think?
70-12, another championship.
How do you like Shaq going to the Cavs?
Hated it.
We had a chance to talk to Mariah Walsh, who plays the daughter of Eva Longoria on Desperate Housewives. We're waiting to see if we have a chance to speak to Eva Longoria. Of course, we've got to ask about the Spurs and how their season is going to be going, and her husband, Tony Parker, how his health is doing. We'll talk about that coming up. We're live from the MTV Latin Music Awards at the Gibson Amphitheater in Los Angeles. Hey, I'm Julio Flores from Fox Sports. I'm with Maury Croson, quarterback for Valley College. What an awesome win tonight. And it was just incredible because it looked like maybe things weren't going to happen. How'd you feel in that fourth quarter?
I felt like the whole time we would be able to battle with them and we'd be able to play with them. And going into the fourth quarter, I knew if our defense was able to stop them, I felt confident that our offense would be able to get on the board and come away with the win.
I'm Julio Flores for Fox Sports. Congratulations to the Monarchs tonight, beating Southwest Cougars 35-32. We're with Coach Fenwick of Valley College. Just an awesome win for you guys. Last week was difficult, and the week before that as well. Second half thoughts on this game?
Well, we didn't realize, I think, going into the game that we'd be able to score that many points, but I'm really proud of the kids, the way they hung in there and believed in what we're doing. We got down by a couple of touchdowns, and I wasn't sure how we'd respond, and to see us battle and respond and fight back and be so determined to get ahead and to overtake them, it's just a credit to some of the character that we have on our team, so I'm really proud of them.
Fox Sports Radio.
I think the listeners don't understand one thing, that Kate Delaney is a Eagles fan, and she's still bitter about that game. Because when you think about it, when you're down 24-6 and you're coming back and then one touchdown,
That's the Cowboys fan speaking there.
We are live
from those AutoZone studios of Fox Sports Radio
in Los Angeles.
Well, obviously the Steelers have to stop Fitzgerald. That's the person that's been really helping them on this run in the playoffs. The unbelievable things that he's done, and I'm sure they're watching film of that and how to contain him. Apparently, the double teams aren't even working on him. And if Anquan Bolden starts stepping up, and then you got to worry about Andrew and James coming and running through those holes in the front line there as well.
The third shift on Fox.
Yao missing most of the second quarter. He was on the bench. He had the ice on that knee, and I guess. What's the deal on that injury?
Well, basically, he says it's a knee-to-knee hit. The X-rays revealed no breaks. We'll see how things turn out. Obviously, tough when Yao goes down at 7'6", but of course T-Mac's out too, and Ron Artest as well. But I love the play of Danny Granger. He just continues to get better as the season moves along here.
We are live
From those AutoZone studios of Fox Sports Radio
in Los Angeles.
So Eddie Garcia and Dan Beyer have their work cut out for them, and Dan certainly knows that. I'm sure Eddie does as well, because that's what happens when you, like I said, when you go and cover these sorts of things.
Steve and I never get to go because, someone has to stay in the mothership. When they used to go to the moon and someone never got to land on the moon, they stayed in that ship that surrounded the moon and went round and round. That's Steve and I. We stay in that.
877-99 on Fox.
But I don't think he's the worst coach in NFL history.
Well, no, not necessarily. But one of the other big problems that he had was making Brody Croyle the foundation quarterback. I mean, he was 0-8 as a starter, but he never really looked back at his history of injuries, and that just constantly plagued him when he went down with that knee injury for the season.
This is The Third Shift on Fox.
This is ridiculous. It's a radio show.
The Third Shift.